Ball tournament, but the news has hit. Chris Jones back on a 5-year deal. Looks like a 95 guaranteed is going to be the number. We don't have all the details yet. This just broke a couple of minutes ago. I'm in the middle of a very late dinner after a long day of competition, but I wanted to give you a little quick reaction because a lot of folks were concerned that after the Matabike signing that he was not going to be able to get back in town. We don't know the exact numbers in APY or very specifically the structure. It could be something that allows folks to kind of put some money, park it out there in some void years that they can avoid later and not end up having to do the payment. But hey guys, nice to see you, Terry. Duncan, forgive me, the background's just gonna have to change a little bit as I'm kind of on the spot. But what this allows you to do, I don't know if he'll see the end of this contract. I don't know if it's designed for him to see the end of this contract, but it is definitely going to be something that allows you to get 2-3 seasons of Chris Jones right now at his very peak. Arguably the best 2 seasons of his career have just concluded in these back-to-back Super Bowls, and you're going to get him back one more time. So, Duncan, I agree. I loved the movie. In fact, I happen to be kind of at a restaurant where there's a theater right next door, and I think a showing just let out because a lot of people are walking by talking about it. So just ignore the comments and whatever. Big money, I don't necessarily agree that Snead has to be gone. We're going to have to see what it comes down to. It is definitely possible that Snead could be gone, and that the whole trade concept scenario, this was allowing the groundwork to be done so that when Chris did sign this deal, that they were ready to go. So I have a feeling that the market is a little bit softer for Snead than he had hoped. And because of that, I think there's still a chance that he stays. But it's going to have to come down to dollars. And we will find that out. There's a lot of time for that now with Chris under contract. The real question is what the structure is. If they do what the Chiefs have done lately, is they're going to give him a ton of cash, and they're going to keep his cap number low. If they can do that, then we're going to have to look at what the Mahomes restructure gives them and how much cash they get back. And if that is low enough, you could see guys return on the defensive line. You could see an upgraded defensive line next to Chris Jones. If I was Brett Veach, I'd be looking to bring in another free agent defensive tackle that can stay on the field on third down and rush the passer with Chris Jones. That's what I would be doing myself. The thing about the cap is the cap doesn't really exist, right? There are ways around everything, so that's what I would be looking for. We'll see if that's what it comes down to, but I like the idea of Snead coming back. The tag's expensive. So for me, it's reach a deal or trade him. And you guys know how I feel about Legarius. I found him on film long before he was a Chief, and he's paid off in every way that I had ever expected, and honestly, more so. But if he's not going to sign a long-term deal that gets you off that cap number, then it's got to be considered a trade, and I think that's the way. So this is going to be interesting. But I really want to see the structure of it. I'm hearing $95 million guaranteed over the course of it. I don't know what that means on a per annum basis, and particularly in this next year. So let's hope that comes true and they get it all going. Now, what does it mean next? We're going to have to see if they had to get anything else done that we don't know about yet in order to make this cash available. And that, again, will depend on the structure of the deal. Hopefully we have that tomorrow. From what I'm hearing tonight, I'm not going to have the structure tonight. So we'll have to just see where it comes down and what that leaves them. But I'm going to be in the courts all day tomorrow as well, doing the dad thing. So Dan will have a live stream for you as normal. Christo was saying 95 over 3 years. I think that's just the guarantee, right? If they got that done, it's supposed to be a 5-year total deal. If that's 2 void years, then that may actually work out to that. Fully guaranteed over 3 years. Okay. So Dan will have a live for you tomorrow night, and I'll try to give you some more thoughts once I know the numbers. I should be back online, ready to go for the Monday night Q&A, in which we'll break it all down from top to bottom and see where we go from there. So I may be hoarse, still not feeling the greatest, and I've been shouting at volleyball all day. Excuse me. So I'm going to sign off, but you guys, thanks for jumping on here, and congratulations, because the best defensive player of the last, I don't know, 10 years maybe in Kansas City is back on the roster and ready to go for a three-peat. And I do like, from the social media aspect, that he had the three-peat on there right away. It's a focus point. I appreciate that you guys are here. So I'm trying to stay together, trying to keep it on the straight and narrow. So have a good day. More when we know it. And live with Dan tomorrow night. Talk to you then.